Hello again, everybody. My name is Mike Petralia for CLNS Media. We're outside the Celtics locker room here inside TD Garden, joined by Celtics guard Shane Larkin. Shane, you joined the Celtics in the summer in a very interesting period, I thought. Obviously, you signed after the team had acquired Gordon Hayward, but before they traded for Kyrie Irving. What was going through your mind when you joined the Celtics?
Well, I knew there was going to be an opportunity here at that time because of Isaiah's injury. So I knew there was going to be some playing time available to work in and get with Coach Stevens on a very proven team, proven coach, and get some winning experience under my belt. And then obviously the whole trade happened, and I just looked at it as an advantage, an opportunity to go out there and continue to work, continue to get better, learn from great players, great coaching staff, and just try to make an impact whenever I got my opportunities.
I had a chance to ask Brad Stevens about you and your work ethic since you've joined this team, and he said the one thing that stands out to him is how much you appreciate the chance to get back in the league and really prove yourself.
Yeah, I feel like I was in some situations early in my career where the outcomes of my teams or the teams I was on wasn't the greatest, and it kind of made it look as though I wasn't an impactful player. So being able to make impact plays on a team that's one of the top 5 team record-wise in the league right now, it's definitely, I'm grateful for the entire thing, and I'm glad that Danny took the chance on me, and I'm glad that I've been able to prove myself.
What about the minutes that Brad gave you early in the season? I thought those were pretty significant in terms of building your confidence, but not just your confidence, kind of like reinforcing what your role is going to be with this team.
I mean, they're big, you know. Some guys have to wait around a long time to get those opportunities, and you got to stay ready and stay patient. But luckily for me, that came early in the season. First night, obviously the whole horrific injury to Gordon happened, and you never want to see somebody go down like that, especially after all the excitement that he brought to the team and the experience and the talent that he brings. But you always have to be ready for things like that because this is the NBA. And, I mean, he went with me as soon as that happened, and I just knew from that moment on I had to be ready on any given night based on what team we were playing, the situation. So from then, I just try to stay on the bench, and whenever my name is called, go in there and make impactful moves.
Have to ask you about the Larrañaga factor. Obviously, you played for Jim down at the University of Miami for the Hurricanes when he really built that program into a powerhouse. Obviously, how much scouting did you do on his son when you signed here?
I mean, he's been around for a while. You know, I was down there at school, and I saw him a few times and talked to him a few times. And when in my first couple years in the league, I always saw him around. And you know, there's a strong connection with me and the Larrañaga family. I wasn't a high-level recruit when Coach Larrañaga, Jim Larrañaga, was recruiting me out of high school, and he really believed in me. He was the first person to give me an offer. So it goes way back into when I was like 16 years old, that relationship. So I've been knowing them for 9 years now, and I have a great relationship with that entire family.
All right, full disclosure part of this interview. I'm from Cincinnati and obviously had the opportunity to watch your dad play a lot of Hall of Fame caliber baseball, and obviously Barry, your father, is in the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame. But a lot of people may or may not know about your uncles.
Yeah.
Byron, who was an All-American at Xavier, and Stephen, who was a terrific baseball player at the University of Texas. I want to ask you, have you, and Mike, yes, and Uncle Mike. Sorry about that. Thank you for reminding me of that. But when you see all of the influence that your family has had and the athletic talent and ability within that Larkin family, what do you think?
It's just pretty amazing, just the genes, you know, for having all my uncles be successful in the sports they played, and then obviously my dad was a Hall of Famer. You know, it just goes to prove that they put in the work when they were young. Nobody's given anything ever, so they had to work for everything they got. They're extremely hard workers. Their parents raised them the right way to grind for everything you got, and my dad kind of instilled the same values into me. And I mean, you don't see a lot of 5'11" guys in the NBA, so you just got to put that work in, and that's something I learned from all my uncles, and it's got me to the situation where I am now.
Biggest piece of advice that your dad gave you about handling pressure, about handling work responsibility in a professional sport?
The biggest thing he's ever preached is just to stay humble and expect to be great. That's the thing he's always instilled into me, and I've always put the work in to be great, so I'm just going to continue to work and see where I go.
Of all of your uncles, who's the best basketball player, and have you ever played one-on-one? Have to ask this.
Basketball player is my uncle Byron, easily. And I probably stopped playing him when I was like 15. We haven't played in a while, so.
Why not?
I don't know. I got better quicker, so maybe that's why.
You never stopped learning, though.
Nah, definitely not.
All right. This is Shane Larkin. My name is Mike Petralia. I'd like to thank you, Shane, for taking time out. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.
All right. This is Mike Petralia alongside Shane Larkin outside the Celtics locker room, CLNS Media.